a place where I'm missing, empty.
If you're looking for a real church, come to God's perfect will, How much God's perfect will, come to God's perfect will. Oh, 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 Come on over, come on over, come on over, come on over, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God's perfect will, come to God's perfect will. Where the come to God's perfect will. If you're looking for a will.
And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child Jesus tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew of it not. But they supposed him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, and they sought him amongst their kinfolk and acquaintances. And then they found him not. They turned back again to Jerusalem to seek him. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. Depicts the story in this only one passage. Really, they don't really talk about Jesus as a child, only when he was from birth, lying in a manger, and he was 12. And I point the fact, and I make this little footnote, Jesus was 12 years old, 12 tribes of Israel. Why the distinction of the age 12? I always tell people, when the Bible make distinction, is a message behind why they say 12. Why only part in the whole Bible is one episode when he was the 12 years of age. And God's numbers are 3, 7, 12, and 40. When you see these numbers pop up in the Bible, that's a message. 7 is a number of completion. 12 is the number of government. 3 is of Trinity, of relationship. 40 deals with the nation. So each number in the Bible, when you hear a number pop out, realize something is going on there. It makes a reference to another thing that's going on. So it was this time they was around friends, and it was a feast. It was a party. The Passover, when Moses, put the blood over the door, and everybody in Jerusalem was celebrating. Everybody go down to Jerusalem to celebrate, but everybody was partying, but they forgot the child. How you gonna forget your king? And they went a whole day's journey and didn't realize that Jesus was missing. No, I ain't say Frank, Bob, or that bad little kid that you want to lose. I'm talking about Jesus. Jesus, oh, a wonderful child. Oh, Jesus. Holy, meek, and mild. They left Jesus? How you gonna leave Jesus? But guess what? We leave Jesus right now in Christmas. We left the Christos, we left the Christ in Christmas. Amen. We don't sing Oh Holy Night, we sing Jingle Bell Rock. We sing, see, people don't understand, we forgot what we celebrate about Christmas. All this stuff, notice something. You didn't start hearing about Christmas till back in the day. It was December the 1st when you see the mall put up anything. Now, soon after Thanksgiving, they slapping up Christmas ornaments for the money. We forgot Christ. They don't even say Merry Christmas no more. Happy holidays. season greetings. Even on a Disney show, they say fa-la-la-la days. All this foolishness and leaving out Christ in Christmas. Had we, this nation, this world, had left Jesus in Jerusalem and went a whole day's journey, his parents walked and they thought he was around kinfolk, family members, so they just took for granted that he was around them. And sometimes the world think that the church got Jesus. They think, oh, we just think that Jesus Christ is in the church. But he ain't here either sometimes. We left them in Jerusalem. And it's ironic that they were celebrating the Passover and they left the Passover in Jerusalem. He is the Passover. And we walked away and left the same Passover. We left him right there. He the true Passover. That's what the Passover was all about. Yes. And they went a whole day's journey. But it took them 3 days to find him. Have you had something in life that you lost one day, but it took you a lifetime to get back? You look for it, and you lost it. They had the Christ walking with them, and they lost him. They had him right there. And people don't understand. It took them 3 days to find him. Another point. He was in the grave for 3 days too.
Yes. Yeah. My God. Ooh, come on. Yes. Come on.
And see, people don't understand these references to know when you love Christ was gone for 3 days. And when you lose God, you lose everything. Then what they had, they got the, oh, look where he at. Where he go? What happened to him? We left him. And so guess what? Where they left Christ is where they found Christ.
Amen. Yes.
So when you ever lose something, notice when you lose your keys, you never lost it, really, you left it. Because every time, anything you lose, you go right back and they say, retrace your steps. Because you really didn't lose it, you left it.
Come on.
And some of us just left God.
Yes.
But they say, where God? Where you left him.
That's right.
Where he at? Where you left him. Where did you find him? Well, see, I got saved in the bar. That ain't where you found. That's when he was left. He was left a long time ago before you got to the bar. See, you left him somewhere else. The bar was your fix. It was your Band-Aid. But where did you leave him? Did you leave him in the bar? Yes. That's probably where you left him. Did you leave him with a man? Did you leave him with a woman? Did you leave him on a job? What was you worshiping when you left the man? So then we holler about, where God? Where you left him? Where you at? Where your heart was. Right where your heart is, that's where your treasure will be also. Say, people understand, what you worship, what you want the most is your God. That's your idol. If you love God more than anything else, that's your God. But your God will fail you. Let me say something to you. You could be in a relationship with anybody. Folk will fail you. I ain't saying not to love nobody. I ain't saying to be in a relationship with nobody. But you better have that safe fail switch. When they act like a fool, you got something in your heart to let them go. Always keep, let me say this. Always leave that leave mechanism in your heart. I don't care how much they love you. Folk can turn on you in a dime. I just got caught up. And it may not be you, it may be them. They weak. Or wicked. Because everybody who's weak ain't weak. They just wicked. And I met some wicked folks. I thought they were just weak. No, they wicked. They like hell raising. They like fighting. They like drama. They wicked. And you know what? No matter what you do, you can change them. And so they actually, I love when people say, well, I tried this Christian stuff. It ain't work. It ain't work. You ain't work.
Amen.
Ain't nothing with this book. You gotta work if you work it. Let me say something to you. If we didn't have electrical cars at first, we had bikes. If you don't pedal that bike, you ain't going nowhere. Amen. That's how you get. If you don't turn the key, you can't drive. Amen. The car ain't nothing wrong with the car. Well, the car broke down. Well, get it fixed. Something you did. You didn't change the oil. You ain't maintained your car. You got to maintain your Holy Ghost. You got to maintain your spirit. Guess what? You got to maintain your sanity. You got to maintain yourself. It ain't about looking good and doing your hair. You got to maintain your mind and don't let folks drive you crazy. Because I find out that folks are crazy. I never realized people are crazy. And you got to make, and let me say this, people who don't have logic or reasoning, stop trying to figure them out. Because you'll bust a brain vessel trying to know why would you do something that dumb. Because they don't have logic. And people who go off the cuff and people who deal in emotion only never do any decision off emotion. Because feelings come and go. I could be hot right now and all of a sudden get a cold chill. Now I want to put on a blanket. I can like you today, you can do something wrong, and I don't like you so much tomorrow. And I gotta judge you on how much you're worth, not because of what I like you for. Because people don't understand something. That's why I tell people dealing in relationships. That person, when you first meet them, you love them, oh God, I can't be. We on the phone for 2 hours a night. 2 years later, you talk for each other to 2 minutes. Something changed. And it's not because that person has changed so much, you got familiar with them. And just like a new car, when you buy a new car, got a new car smell. You can't eat nothing in the car. You shine it up. You keep the wheels good. 5 years later, you're kicking the tire. You're popping bags in the car. You got drinks still in there. Before you don't drink in my car, now you got Pepsi bottles and they twirl them in the back. What happened to the car? It got old. And see, everything you love, it gets old. That's why I tell folk, don't invest in your beauty, it will fade. Oh girl, that girl got it going on. He got them hips and she got that, it go drop. Oh, he got that 6-pack going on, it's gonna be a liter or a keg. Believe me, stuff just happened. It goes away. Don't love folk in what you find them in because they ain't gonna stay there right all the time. Amen. I tell folk, find folk what they can do. Some people say, why she with him or why he with her? Because she got value. Because when they got old, I didn't marry her just on her physical ability. Because I know, yeah, she gonna fade, but she can do my taxes real good and save us some money. You might look cute, but after a while you can't do my taxes, so something gonna happen. See, that's why you gotta have more value to you than just physicality. Come on. And see, what we do, we lose Christ, we lose things in the moment. They got so happy about the feast, they forgot. Let me use this example. How does somebody invite you to your surprise birthday party, you wasn't even there? Think about it. And they told you had good gifts. It was jumping. It was partying. So-and-so did this. It was off the chain. You should have been there. And we had a great time in your honor. When you get mad? We do that every year when Christmas time comes. Every year, Christ ain't invited to his own party. And we celebrate it every year. And we shut the door on him. We got St. Nick.
Hi, I'm Pastor Terry Allen. And if you're looking for a real church, come on out to God's Perfect Will Ministries, where you'll be welcomed with an intimate environment, a spirit-filled atmosphere. The Word of God is preached in love. Also visit us on our website, for exciting upcoming events and announcements, and you can join us as a covenant partner. Always remember, God's Perfect Will Ministry, a place where a misfit can fit. Now back to the message.
Somebody fat running around with a costume saying and gave I tell my kid right now, no, it was your dad that brought your gift, or it was your uncle, or your godfather, your aunt got you there. Ain't no invisible man came down on Tremley. And if he do, I'm going to call the police or I'm going to stab him because you breaking into my house. And plus, I ain't got one of them houses that got chimney can come down. So you in a red costume in my house doing this, I'm... No Santa Claus, no. But people don't understand, we lost Christ in all that, even with the Easter Bunny. Everything is to rob Christ away. And take him out of his own party. Amen. That we ought to be celebrating for him today. Let me say, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with festivities. I wouldn't put a Christmas tree up if I ain't had my kids around. Amen. I wouldn't have a wreath, because when I was single, I threw a wreath on the door and said, Merry Christmas, because I had to take it down when it was over. But now you got children, you want to make it special to them. So you did make it more. And let me say this: we do things out of love. And I'm not too holy and too spiritual. No, I don't believe in ornamenting the tree and all that stuff. But they don't understand that. That's right. So you let them grow up with it. And once they get old enough, Daddy, we gonna put the tree up. You can if you want to, but I ain't. Once they get a certain age, you let it go. And let me see. Christmas is for kids.
Amen. That's right. That's right.
People say, what you want for Christmas? Nothing. Why you don't want nothing? Because I ain't getting nothing. Why expect something I ain't getting? And so, I treat myself to I like playing video. I get my little video game and I'm happy. I get my little thing and all that for my child. And you let them grow up, and some of the stuff we buy because we want them to have it, not that they're so interested in it. I find out what you like. You don't like it, I ain't buying it, because I ain't wasting my money. I'm going to look what you're interested in. And so we do things because God gave. It's the whole part about Christmas is giving. But we can't forget the baby left from 12 years old. 12 years old. That's negligent.